Hello and welcome to today's camper van chat, in which I'm going to be talking about navigation. Now, I recently acquired this, which is the TomTom navigation device, camper version it's called. Now, the cost of this is approximately €400. The price will change slightly depending on the VAT rate in different countries. Now, you may be thinking, why should you get something like this which costs all that money, when for a fraction of the price you can get something to put onto your telephone and that will perhaps work as well? Well, I can give you a number of reasons why you should do that, and which I'm going to do now. Personally, I'm very happy with this TomTom device. Now, so far that is, I've used it for around 3,000 kilometers, and I've done it in two totally different environments. The first environment was in northern Poland. We were taking small roads where there are low bridges and narrow roads in places, and I've now been using it in Germany. Above all, it's been on the motorway, although there have been some country lanes as well. Now, the advantage of getting a dedicated version rather than an app for your mobile phone is that you can put in the dimensions of your vehicle and, above all, the height of the vehicle. That's two things which are particularly important. That should mean that it's not going to send you in under any low bridges or on these particularly narrow roads. And if you're in a wide vehicle, I think really that one needs to take quite a lot of attention. Sometimes as well you can have these roads which are really narrow and you've got ditches on either side, particularly those roads which are raised up. Now, another thing which has happened with the one that I've got on my mobile phone is that it's done stupid things like sends me around in circles. One incident, for example, where I do a 5-kilometer detour and I end up exactly the same place as where I started off from. It's got to a state indeed that I tend not to trust what it says. Now, with the camper version of the TomTom, I admit I've been suspicious, but so far I haven't found anything wrong with it, and on consideration of that I had to agree with the route. One thing I am good at, I'm not good at most things, but one thing I am good at is with geography, and I've got a very good sense of direction, and this it means that I will question, particularly the suspicion I've got now of incidents which have happened to me in the past. I will question if I am going in the right direction. Now, another advantage is that you can actually connect it to the internet and you can see what the traffic conditions are. Now, you may think, well, driving through Germany on the motorway, you don't need navigation for that. Of course you don't. It's usually pretty clear what the direction is, but what isn't so clear are the road conditions, and there's been a couple of times, it's happened so far, where there were things which had happened on the road and the navigation actually warned me about it. First time I didn't believe it and then I paid the price, and the second time I did believe it. Another thing I've noticed, and I noticed this on my very first journey, was that I was on the motorway in Poland and there was some work cutting the grass on the verge, and I got a warning of that just before it happened, and that to me is absolutely outstanding. How long does it take to cut grass? It's in no time at all. So that is something which I think is really positive. Now, so it has campsites on it. It has a number of organisations' campsites on it. Well, that might be useful, it might not. If you're going to proper campsites, then maybe this doesn't have wild camping locations on it as yet. And other things you can do with it, you can see your routes, where you've been and all the rest. You can save your routes, you can do put them on your internet sites, your social media, and so let's go. Lots of things there to help with your memories. So those are my experiences so far with this device. And okay, so it's now October, so I've been using it for just over 2 months, and I've got to say that I think it's definitely worth getting. I appreciate that, you know, the cost. I appreciate €400, but hey, if if you go down some really narrow road and you don't you chip something on your van or hit something or something like that, well, there's your €400 gone anyway. So there, I think that's one reason. You never know, you might even save you fuel as well in the long run. Although admittedly, €400, that's quite a lot of fuel, isn't it? So I shall be doing more reviews, not only of probably do more reviews on this actually, because I'm quite pleased with it. Could also I can show my routes before I do them. I've got much more equipment to do reviews on. I'm trying to show equipment which I use, and hopefully this may be of interest to you.